afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4.
It's Friday!
Friday. And we are under emergency power as we speak.
Yeah.
There's been an electrical emergency here on the southwest side of Madison. A lot of people in our neighborhood are without power, but we have generators going, so
we're going to keep going.
We're going to keep going. Here's what's making news on this Friday. A Dane County judge rules the 1849 Wisconsin law banning abortions does not, in fact, create a ban on abortions. Our Will Keneally explains what this all means.
The Biden administration is defending delivery of controversial weapons to Ukraine.
And the governor is mincing no words after being accused of going back against his word while negotiating with Republicans. He talked today with our Naomi Coles. Let's take a look outside. Very refreshing day today.
It is a beautiful day for a boat ride.
What are we looking at here?
I'm just looking at that boat, wishing I was on it.
That's a big boat.
Yeah.
Some rain, but not enough. Greg's over in the Weather Center, and some people are going to get some much-needed rain in the southwest part of the state.
Yeah, we'll get some tonight, but not a lot enough to really put a big dent in the drought. But last night, if you woke up, pretty quite chilly conditions with the dry soil, dry vegetation, and dry atmosphere. We actually got down into the 30s, some locations up north, which is typical of what you see out west. But overall, that's what we're going to see as we go on. But we are temperatures right now fairly comfortable, mid to upper 70s for most of the area, which is still below average. We should be running around 80 degrees for this time of year, but so far it's been pretty good. We are tracking the rain. Cloud cover right now, you can see all of it begin to increase to the west out of Iowa. That is a system that we are tracking that's going to bring the precipitation later this evening and overnight. Radar already is picking up some just approaching the Mississippi River. We zoom in. Some of this is reaching the ground, others is not, but this is what we're going to see this evening. Kind of a little bit of a band come through and then more showers there afterwards. Not a lot, but that's what we're expecting. So really going to see that light band through Madison between 6 and 7 p.m. Just some light rain on and off, and then showers there afterwards for the rest of the evening. Once again, rainfall amounts will be light as we get back down to the mid-60s. Overall, that's our tonight temperatures, much warmer than we were last night due to the cloud cover. And then if you look out west, it's cool in the Midwest, but it's starting to heat up in the Southwest. So I'll tell you if we're going to actually see any of that heat and if we'll only see any more significant rainfall come next week a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, Greg, we'll check back later. Thank you. Governor Evers is snapping back at Republican accusations that he went against his word in private negotiations.
He sat down with Naomi Coles for a one-on-one today, and she's here to explain. Naomi?
Yeah, Brady, that's right. As we know by now, Governor Evers signed the next two-year budget this week, and along with that, he vetoed most of Republicans' income tax cuts and raised the bar with a creative partial veto to guarantee extra public school funding for 400 years. Republicans saying this week he went against his word. They had negotiated behind closed doors on a budget they could agree on. Now the Republican budget co-chair telling us these vetoes were in bad faith.
I don't think anyone was negotiating in good faith if they're claiming that those negotiations were for 400 years. I mean, that's not anything that would have come up in any reasonable conversation with any leaders.
They keep saying that you didn't hold up to what you agreed to behind closed doors with negotiations with Republican leaders. Where's that coming from?
I'm not sure. I mean, exactly what the work we've done behind closed doors, we did exactly. Our work behind closed doors had to do with shared revenue.
Evers also telling me in our interview he is, in fact, open to negotiating with Republicans later this year on possible tax cuts, but only for the middle class. Tune in on Sunday for the record for both conversations with both Evers and Representative Bourne. That is after Face the Nation.
Thank you, Naomi. Well, a pivotal step in the lawsuit challenging Wisconsin's abortion ban as a Dane County judge handed down a ruling this afternoon.
What does it mean for abortions in Wisconsin? Joining us from the Capitol to break all this down is political reporter Will Keneally. Will?
That's right. So the strongly worded decision by Judge Diane Schlipper today does two things right away. It allows the case to continue, and it allows some doctors who feared prosecution under the state's abortion ban to join the lawsuit. The decision also stops short of allowing abortions to start up again right away in Wisconsin, as Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul, who brought the suit, explains.
Now, we're going to ask the judge to eventually to issue a ruling on the merits of this case, and we're going to ask her to find that the law can't be enforced against people in cases involving consensual abortion.
So now we think we know how the judge will likely rule once she hears the case on the legality of the law. So in a court decisions, kind of outside the order, judges can essentially list all their legal analysis and reasoning. And so it was here that the judge broke down part of her ruling. So there are essentially two competing issues here, abortion and what's called feticide. And there are two laws in Wisconsin essentially right on top of each other. We'll call them Law A and Law B, for example. So Law A is what we generally consider the abortion ban. Law B was decided by a state Supreme Court case in the 90s on feticide. And so the state Supreme Court says that that second law, Law B, is only feticide, does not address abortion whatsoever. So the judge today ruled that because the two laws are so close, both in language and literally close to each other in state statute, that feticide standard should apply to the abortion ban that we broadly consider. And feticide essentially saying that that is a non-consensual assault of a pregnant mother, not what we generally consider abortion as being right here. So we'll break all of this down, continue throughout the day at 5 and 6. But reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Will. Janesville police arrested a man who they say crashed into a home with people in it following a police chase. The pursuit began after a truck was spotted that was believed to be involved in an earlier hit and run. Officers followed the truck to Claremont Drive, where the driver lost control at an intersection and then crashed into the home. The 56-year-old driver was arrested and is facing a variety of charges.
4 Madison beaches are closed due to blue-green algae and bacteria. Public Health Madison and Dane County closed Esther Beach, Olin Beach, and Schluter Beach because of elevated levels of bacteria. Swimming is closed at Maple Bluff Beach Park due to blue-green algae. The algae was observed on Thursday and will remain closed until conditions improve. While beaches are closed, do not swim in the water and don't allow your pets in the water. If you have been in contact with blue-green algae, rinse off well and contact your doctor if you develop symptoms including sore throat, itchy skin, or hives. The gunman convicted in a racist attack on an Hispanic shoppers at a Texas Walmart in 2019 will never again see the light of day outside of prison. A U.S. district judge sentenced 24-year-old Patrick Crusius to 90 consecutive life sentences today for killing 23 people at a Walmart in the border town of El Paso. He pleaded guilty to federal hate crime charges earlier this year after federal prosecutors took the death penalty off the table.
Even if we think that guilt is very clear, it saves them the time and resources of a trial. And it still allows the victims' families their moment in court because of the sentencing proceeding.
There is another case against Crusius set to proceed in Texas state court. Prosecutors have said they intend to seek the death penalty there. The U.S. is providing more military aid to Ukraine, but the shipment will include a controversial type of weapon.
CBS News correspondent Willie James Inman explains from Washington.
These are cluster munitions, which detonate dozens of submunitions called bomblets. The Biden administration announced it will supply thousands of them to Ukraine.
With this announcement, we will be able to provide Ukraine with hundreds of thousands of additional artillery ammunition immediately.
The cluster munitions are controversial because unexploded bomblets could harm civilians during and after a war. More than 120 countries banned the weapon, but U.S. officials say the munitions sent to Ukraine will have a lower dud rate, which means fewer unexploded bombs that could hurt civilians.
The DPICM ammunition we are delivering to Ukraine will consist only of those with a dud rate less than 2.35%. Compare that to Russia, which has been using cluster munitions across Ukraine with dud rates of between 30 and 40%.
The new military aid package totals $800 million. In addition to ammunition, it also includes armored vehicles.
We base our security assistance decision on Ukraine's needs on the ground. And Ukraine needs artillery to sustain its offensive and defensive operations.
Ukraine has repeatedly asked for cluster munitions as the country's troops struggle to make substantial headway against Russian forces. U.S. officials say Russia already uses them in civilian areas. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Officials say the U.S. could eventually run low on regular munitions, so this decision will ensure there's no gap in providing weapons. The United Nations has asked both Russia and Ukraine to avoid using cluster bombs.
Police say no charges will be filed following a brief investigation of the altercation involving pop star Britney Spears and the NBA star rookie and his security team. Spears said that she was struck by a security guard as she tried to approach Victor Wembanyama near a restaurant in a Las Vegas casino complex Wednesday night. But now police say surveillance video shows Spears inadvertently hit herself in the face.
The craftsmen of the future will soon be able to get their hands on state-of-the-art tools thanks to a $55,000 donation. Empowered by the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center aims to inspire young people by teaching them valuable skills through the trades. The program is designed to educate and support kids and teens to pursue careers as carpenters, HVAC technicians, electricians, plumbers, and more. Milwaukee Tool donated some of the equipment to help the center achieve its goals.
Milwaukee Tool provided us the resource that will enable us to use this shop to give kids training and exposure to tools and how to use them as they contemplate making a decision, hopefully, to pursue a career in the trades.
The center already has 860 kids involved with workshops and other activities they've hosted while construction was finishing up. Their grand opening is just more than a week away, set for July 15th.
Well, it's been a Madison summer tradition for 65 years and is showing no signs of retirement.
Well, it's the art fair on the square this weekend, and we are live on Capitol Square with a preview of the big weekend when Live at 4 continues.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things. But with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone. So you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s was a bit of a shocker for me because 40s, I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose. And then 50s hit. And I'm 54, and I really noticed the difference in the firmness of my skin here, and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure, and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this 4th of July for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. America's employers pulled back on hiring, but still delivered another month of solid gains in June.
They added 209,000 jobs. A sign the economy's resilience is confounding the Federal Reserve's drive to slow growth and inflation. Those 209,000 jobs is a historically strong number, but less than expected. And revised data for May and April shows hiring was weaker than previously estimated. Still, the unemployment rate remains near an all-time low at 3.6%. Workers are also making more. Wages are up 4.4% over the past year, which is slightly higher than the annual rate of inflation.
It doesn't mean that workers feel like they're ready to high-five each other in the sense of having won the battle against inflation, but it means that that balance has somewhat shifted back more favorably to workers.
But when people have more money, they tend to spend more, which can fuel inflation. And economists believe that means the Fed will raise interest rates again at the end of the month, hoping it brings inflation down further.
And that jobs report sent stocks lower for the day and for the week. The Dow Industrials fell 187 points, ending the week at 33,734. The NASDAQ was off 18. The S&P 500 was down 12.5.
Singer-songwriter and beloved Beatle Ringo Starr turned 83 years old today.
What?
Can you believe it?
How can that be?
Time flies.
And like most years, he's celebrating with a little help from his friends.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, peace and love, everybody.
And Starr is all about peace and love and music, no matter where he happens to be. At noon, the former Beatle uses his birthday celebration to promote his own message of peace and love. This year, Starr and his wife, actress Barbara Bach, and friends, including his brother-in-law, Joe Walsh, launched the Good Wishes from Beverly Hills.
It came about in 2008. I just had a question asked, and whatever happened, this just welled up and said, I'd like them to go peace and love at noon, wherever you are in the world.
Starr shared the event live on social media. People joined in from more than 30 countries, and NASA sent a pre-recorded message from Ringo into the universe from its California-based station in the Deep Space Network. The octogenarian says he plans to continue the tradition for at least the next 100 years.
Look at that. He doesn't look 83.
No, he doesn't. He's my favorite Beatle, too.
Did you know he and Paul McCartney are reuniting on Dolly's new album that's coming out in November?
I didn't know that.
Well, I'll remind you.
My Dolly feed isn't working, apparently.
So I can only do so much.
Well, coming up, it's the insanity that is the running of the bulls in Spain.
We'll find out how many people were hurt this year coming up after Greg's weekend forecast.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. The new Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with a one-of-a-kind cooling technology that feels up to 10 degrees cooler, allowing for a better night's sleep. Right now, save $500 on the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress. Queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses are just $74 per month when using Steinhafels 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It means we're committed to seeking justice for those injured by someone else's negligence. It means standing up to the insurance company, helping you with your medical bills, and getting you fully compensated for lost time at work. Have questions? When you contact Lawton Cates, there's no charge for our initial consultation, and there's never a fee until we deliver the results you deserve. At Lawton Cates, your life counts. Call today.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, take a look at this. Earlier this week, we showed you a crop artist in Missouri working on a wheat field to welcome pop star Taylor Swift to town. Well, it's finally done, and it's impressive. Swift's Eras Tour is in Kansas City this weekend, and Bob Stauffer of Precision Mazes spent his time and trimming talons preparing this tailor-made welcome that he hopes the star got to see on her way into town.
I mean, that Swiftie is going above and beyond.
That's beyond.
Wow.
Wow. Speaking of art, it's one of the largest art fairs in the country. The Madison Museum of Contemporary Art is hosting the 65th annual Art Fair on the Square this weekend.
The event attracts 200,000 people each year. Bob Sylvester, Momoka's Director of Education and Programs, joins us from the Square with a preview.
Hi, Bob.
Hello, Mark.
So this is the biggest fundraiser for the museum, correct?
Correct. This is the 65th annual Art Fair on the Square. It's the museum's longest running fundraiser, and it's our biggest one. We have over 400 artists that'll be coming to the square. Setup starts momentarily for a full weekend filled with lots of activities and lots of art available for purchase. We've got everything from sculptures, jewelry, ceramics, photography, digital artwork, almost anything you would ever want for your living room, your closet, or anywhere else in your house.
Oh, sounds like a lot of fun. And who's the featured artist?
Featured artist is Greta Senquist. You can kind of see on my t-shirt here. T-shirts will be available for purchase by Wildwood at places throughout the square.
Oh, that's great. And so she did that then?
Yes, she did that. She's our featured artist for the year. She was on all of our promo materials, T-shirts, all that type of good stuff.
Tell us about the Emerge block. What is that?
Yep, so the 100 block of State Street we have dedicated to artists who are just entering the art fair careers. So they get a little bit of extra support from the museum helping to navigate the process. You know, applications, all that type of stuff can be a little bit daunting when you're first breaking into the art world. And we sort of give them a little bit extra support.
Yeah, and this is a chance for people to support local artists, local art. Why do you think people like to do that?
I mean, I think Madison loves its arts. People love art. People want to be surrounded by things. They are, you know, Madison's just a city that, you know, loves art, supports its arts, and loves supporting local artists. We've got artists from all the way around the country, including some local favorites. Always something that for people to enjoy.
You have 3 music stages and food available.
Yep, we've got 3 performance stages. We've got a silent auction tent. We've got some food carts. We've also got a kids area brought to you by the Hooper Foundation with free art making activities for kids. All those art activities are inspired by exhibitions currently on display at the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art.
It sounds like it's going to be packed down there too.
Fingers crossed. Weather's looking really great, but should be a good turnout. Saturday's looking to be a great one.
All right. Thanks for being with us, Bob. Have a great weekend.
Thanks.
And as we mentioned, this is Madison Museum of Contemporary Art's 65th time hosting the event. There will be a mix of music, entertainment, food, and almost 400 artists exhibiting their work. The fair is open Saturday from 9 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 5.
And be sure to check out the 44th Annual Art Fair off the square at the same time. It features 140 Wisconsin artists and craftspeople. It's located on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Olin Terrace Walkway leading up to the Monona Terrace Convention Center. A lot going on.
A lot going on. And the farmers market's moved to Breeze Stevens Field for just tomorrow. So check that out as well. How's the weather look for this art fair weekend?
Not too bad, actually. Temperature-wise, you can't beat, you know, upper 70s near 80.
It's usually a hot weekend.
And it's not going to be. I know. A lot of people would still like to see the rain, and we will get some rain, but we're not going to see the hot temperatures. I'll break all that down after the break.
Say
Save 11% on Menard's unbeatable selection of Atlas roofing products. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130-mile-per-hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Choose from 20 styles in stock, ready to take home today. Atlas shingles are made to protect and designed to impress. Save 11% on all Atlas shingles right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of George, loved by many, feared by walleye. As part of his fishing-themed celebration, everyone in attendance accepted one of his favorite lures. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We have breaking news now directly in front of our studios on Raymond Road. Raymond Road is blocked in both directions near Muirfield Road. At our station's entrance, a power line is down, which is putting pressure on another power line that may fail at any time.
Armand Rahman is live outside with more. Armand?
Yeah, Mark and Brady, as you can see, this is the power line that snapped minutes ago, really, less than an hour ago. We could hear the pop, many people could, from inside of our newsroom, and Alliant crews have just arrived right now, beginning to respond to that. Now, as per Alliant, 1,700 people are without power. It seems to be mostly concentrated on the west side. We've heard people saying they're without power on Maple Grove Road, various parts of Raymond Road. And as you said there, Mark, yes, the Raymond Road is blocked off. Firefighters have been here redirecting traffic here in the last half an hour or so. They are asking people to stay away from this portion of Raymond Road for safety as Alliant crews, as you can see behind me, begin responding to that pole. So if you're without power at your home, this is the reason why. Be sure to stay tuned to News 3 Now and Channel3000.com for updates on this. For now, live outside of our station, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
So that's what happened. Thank you, Armand. Now to...
Yeah, yesterday we had the drought monitor come out and actually put a little bit of an extreme over southern Wisconsin, Madison. This doesn't take into account the precipitation that most of Dane County eastward had a couple days ago. So that will probably change, but very much for the most part, we're still under severe conditions for most of southern Wisconsin, stretching down to northern Illinois and northeast Iowa. Precipitation amounts, what we're looking at for tonight, not going to be about much, maybe a quarter of an inch to less with the amount of precipitation we see tonight. So that really won't help much. Better chance further south. If we look at the next 7 days, really the track starts to shift a little eastward. There's some positive news in this that we're going to start seeing this shift a little bit north. So we're seeing maybe about a half to 1 inch, and this really comes through after Tuesday of next week, Tuesday through Friday. So there is some hope here that we will see more substantial rainfall. But in the meantime, some rain tonight, tomorrow. As you see, rain chances Tuesday through Friday. Best shot looks to be Tuesday night and Wednesday. Temperature-wise, that's the positive news with all this. We only really got a hot day coming Monday with a brief warm-up. Cold front comes through and then back to seasonable conditions for most of next week. Really, here's the rain that's going to be pushing across the area this evening. Just a light band of maybe rain, maybe pockets of moderate. But once this gets past Madison area about 7, we're going to see just more scattered nature of the showers overnight. So a lot of areas will still be dry portions of the night, but you will see a shower activity. As we go through after midnight, I think that's when we're going to start seeing a little bit more of an uptick. You can see a few approaching here. We'll see more of that coming through to tomorrow morning as we go through. You can kind of see there goes a few more. We'll see that another batch come through. So off and on showers until we get to about Saturday 9 to 10 for most areas. Then it'll start to end. Clearing skies will be warmer tomorrow morning, low 60s. Upper 50s to go further west with that north wind. Clearing skies by the afternoon. We'll start seeing a few more clouds pop up just because of moisture. Instability there will be there too. So maybe a shower to the north, but overall just really cloud cover off and on. But look at those temperatures, upper 70s, near low 80s. We should be around 82 or 83 right now. So definitely a really good day for July. Going in the evening, we'll still have a few hit and miss showers up to the north. I don't think a lot of this will reach the ground. Just off and on cloud cover with that northeast wind. So once again, a real good evening too as we clear out. As we go to the bigger picture, we're seeing that system come through, but then we got another one up to the north. It just continues to push these little weak systems southeastward. A lot of them fall apart, but eventually this stronger one to the north is the one that we're tracking towards next weekend. That's going to drive a cold front eventually through, which hopefully will pick up enough moisture as it pushes south that'll allow us to get more rainfall come Tuesday. And if it stalls, like some things are indicating, then we could see rounds of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday through at least Thursday. So there is some good news there if this sets up like it will, that we will need some much needed rainfall. As you see overall, the 7 to 10 day forecast, we got temperatures really comfortable this weekend, 80, bumping up to 83. There's our lone real hot day, probably hot and humid day of the whole 7 to 10 day period. Monday with the front coming through. Showers and thunderstorms Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we look like we might dry out towards the last half of the weekend as we go into next weekend. The good news is with all this pattern is that pattern where we've had all the precipitation to the south, the jet stream, some signs are starting it's pushing further north. And if we get that north, we'll have rounds and rounds of it like they had further south. So hopefully the second half of the month, it's looking a little better for rainfall.
Okay.
So hopefully that will come true.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Thousands of thrill seekers, many from the U.S., are taking part in this year's first running of the bulls in Spain.
A centuries-old tradition draws massive crowds, and already at least 6 people have been hurt. Tina Kraus has more.
The bulls are back. And so are the crowds for the thrill of the chase in the Spanish city of Pamplona.
That cannon goes and people start running, and all of a sudden you're in a dead sprint.
Alec Levick flew in from the U.S. to join thousands of daredevils from all over the world at the annual Running of the Bulls.
People are falling, the bulls are running right past you. Those things are big. It's crazy.
As the 1,000-pound bulls charge through crowds on the narrow cobbled streets for more than half a mile, some, like Will Mojo from Austin, struggle to stay standing.
I came around the turn, my foot slipped, and I just ate it on the ground, and I found myself in the middle of the street.
At least 6 people were injured, but no one was gored. Activists have long protested the tradition, calling it cruelty to animals. The same bulls that run are later killed in the ring during professional bullfights. Friday's bull run signifies the start of the famous Festival of San Fermin, a 9-day party revelers call the best fiesta in the world. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
No thanks.
I'll skip that.
Me too. Up next, a preview of a movie with some unexpected twists that's opening this weekend.
Then at 5, we talked with the surprised Rock County fisherman who spotted a car underwater. And this car was stolen 30 years ago. That's coming up in a half hour.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-439-4089 or go to sonobello.com.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Hopefully, your family will never need to hire a personal injury lawyer. But if you ever do, it's important to understand that not all law firms are the same. A lot more is involved than one phone call and a quick settlement. To make things right again, it can take time, and it will take talent. Since 1930, Habish, Habish & Rotier has recovered more million-dollar results for our clients than any other law firm in Wisconsin. Habish, Habish & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
McGann Furniture Downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, Downtown Baraboo.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
New at 5, a Dane County judge rules there is no abortion ban in Wisconsin. News 3 Now unwraps this major legal decision and looks at the impact it could have on women's rights.
A few showers are possible this evening and overnight, although we're not expected to see a ton of rain out of this system. I'll have more on the next round of rain at 5.
And ahead at 6, a car is pulled from the Rock River 30 years after being stolen near Janesville. We speak with a surprised fisherman who located that vehicle tonight at 6.
A new movie opening this weekend starts with a simple premise and then goes to some unexpected places.
I'm interested. David Daniel talked with all the actors in the cast, both of them in Biosphere.
Biosphere stars Sterling K. Brown and Mark Duplass as old friends trying to survive after the apocalypse.
It looks like the whole world is ending again.
No, we don't know anything. Might not be a bad thing.
Without giving anything away, the situation requires improvisation in unusual ways. Duplass was quick to share credit with his director and co-writer Mel Eslin and others on the team.
It was like a wonderful relay race where like someone would run a lap and they'd run out of creative things to say or energy and pass it off to someone else. They're easy entertainment. That's why they call them beach reads, okay? You're on vacation. You don't have to work that hard.
Would you call this a vacation, Billy?
Brown reached for a different sports analogy to describe playing with Duplass.
If I hit the tennis ball with a little bit of spin, then he's going to be able to hit it back over the net. And if he lobs it, he knows that I can run through and possibly get it back in between my legs. It's the most fun way to play. That's your whole theory. It took you 2 weeks to come up with that.
I didn't say it was the whole, it's half-baked, man. You made me tell it to you too soon. At the end of the day, this is like a really funny, buddy comedy, and it's not an eat your vegetables kind of movie, you know?
Dude, what?
Life finds a way.
You didn't just quote Jurassic Park.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I'd go see that.
It's also on Apple TV and Amazon.
Oh, perfect.
And in the theater.
Can hibernate at home now.
We'll find out what Will Loper thinks about it on Monday. When we come back, how do you save 100 years of memories?
You write them down, of course. We'll meet an arena woman celebrating 100 years and living a full life. Stay with us.
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Well, let's welcome this weekend in with a stunning New Hampshire ocean view. Wait a minute, what? Really? Instead of a moment of zen, we get the bird. Fine, let's enjoy this beautiful bird's eye view.
Ready for its close-up.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, bird's keeping watch.
Guard watch, guard bird. A 100th birthday is an incredible milestone, but to live a very full life in between all of those years is an even bigger feat.
That's true for Eileen Harrington, who lives in the Arena, Wisconsin area. So what do you do when you have a century's worth of stories? You write them down.
That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
When it comes to family,
This is part. You can deal.
Eileen Harrington knows a good card game.
Okay, all right, here goes.
Can turn a full house
Okay, let it rip.
into a home.
Play another diamond. Club? It's a good card. Big. Oh. That's mine. That's mine.
It's common for Harrington to play euchre with her children and grandchildren, but today is even more special. She's celebrating turning 100.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I gave her a surprise visit. I hear you have a big birthday coming up. My name's Brady. I'm Brady with Fox 47 and Channel 3000. Okay. After a quick hello, and I wanted to come visit you. We got to business.
Well, let's sit down.
Okay, I heard that you are a card player. Do you want to?
Oh, I'm a hell of a good card player.
Who taught you?
My father. And my father also taught me how to dance. I was only 6 years old. I could dance every dance there was.
Harrington has a century's worth of stories, and she'll tell them.
I unloaded thousands and thousands of bale of hay. That's why I have arthritis now. And I was a cheerleader 4 years. I have never been a very religious woman, but I've always lived by the commandments. Let's put it that way.
Now they're all here in a new book. Eileen, 100 Years and Counting, a historical account of a Wisconsin family, written by Eileen Harrington.
Oh, that's good reading.
For decades, Harrington has been telling or writing her stories for her 6 kids, 11 grandkids, and great-grandkids. Her daughter, Nancy Harker, decided to turn them into a book.
So often we have parties in the basement. We gather in the basement. We sit around this table. And she would tell stories, and somebody would say, grab a napkin, write that down.
The cover is a young Eileen and one of her signature looks.
Well, I was quite a fancy dresser.
A fur coat.
I was working at a war factory in Madison, making big money. So I bought that fur coat on sale for $800.
This is the coat that we've been talking about, huh?
Oh, bro, yeah.
Harrington still lives in her house on her own, but she'll tell you a very long life isn't all furs and cold beers. Her husband has been gone for some time.
Jack Harrington. Oh, he was a doll. The love of my life.
A lot of her memories now exist only in photographs, so turning 100 is understandably bittersweet.
There were 10 of us.
Yeah.
And I was the youngest. And I'm the last one here. We were a very fun-loving family. We really were. We had great parents, great parents. And I miss all of them, but I don't know why I'm still here and they're gone, but that's the way life goes.
Harker says that's why it's crucial to write down these stories, not just for her mom, but for the rest of the family, too.
I think our heritage is important. I think it helps you know who you are, where you're from. And it kind of gives you a path to continue on, I think.
Mom, you know how to pose.
But today, it's time to celebrate Eileen Harrington's 100th birthday.
Say cheese. Mom, how old do you feel? Like 120. No, I feel like I'm 20 years old. Oh. That's how I feel. Everybody's got a club. Yay. Ha!
So cut the deck and gather around the table for a card game between members of a full house and the queen of their hearts. What's the secret to a good life?
I can't answer that. I think just taking each day at a time. That's all. That's just the way I lived.
I think that's good advice.
It's good advice. And one of those grandkids, Alex, is here.
Surprise!
Our meteorologist. And how many grandkids are there?
Oh, gosh, now you put me really on the spot. And this goes to show how bad my memory is and how good her memory is, which is, sorry. She'll know.
So your dad was one of her kids?
But yes, one of her sons. She has 2 sons, Tim and Steve, and then daughters as well. There's Mary, Joan, Nancy, and Jane.
Just watching that piece, it's hard to believe she's 100 years old.
It's unbelievable. I mean, she hasn't changed in my eyes.
Yeah.
She's no different than when I was just a little kid. She's the same.
Well, and I think a lot of people, even in their 20s and 30s, can learn a lot from her just about loving your life, loving your family, surrounding yourself with good people. Do you think that's how she's stayed so, peppy?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's the interplay of us giving her a hard time, and then she just dishes it right back to us.
Oh, she sure does.
Family is so important. I mean, that's what keeps her going.
And cards. Euchre. Oh, absolutely. Her eyes have gotten a little bit not so great over the course of the past couple of years, but cards, she can still throw those cards right out at the table like nothing else.
Is she a shark?
Is she a shark?
Card shark?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And she'll say, I know all the card games, just like she knows all the dances.
Well, and you have her book right there.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I love is, when was the last time you asked your parent or grandparent to tell you a story about their life? And this is what that does, and I think it's a great piece for your family to have. How excited are you to have that just in your hands right now?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I have this for the rest of my life. And I have my memories too, right? But this is something that I can always open up and look at those pictures and remember those memories. And she gets to share it with everyone now.
Yeah.
Every time you open that book, she comes back to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a gift.
And she had a good birthday.
Oh, yeah. Well, all of her parties are always fantastic.
Yeah.
The Harrington family knows we're a social family. So, and anybody's welcome to Grandma's house at the card table. But there is a catch, though. If you come to Grandma's house, you absolutely must play a game of cards.
Yes, that is true.
And you can order Eileen's book and read it for yourself. Included a link on channel3000.com. Is that where it is?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Should be up there, if not now, pretty soon.
All right.
So, yeah, I tell her hello, and it was so great getting to spend time with her.
And you need to be keeping an eye out for a thank you gift,
Oh,
Brady.
okay. I will.
Nice piece.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Are you sure about this?
I got this. I watched the video online.
I'm good. I'm good. Oof, I can't help you with that bruised ego, but I can help you replace this roof safely.
Let the experts at Felco do the heavy lifting this summer with 30% off roofing and siding. Plus, no interest until 2025.
30% off roofing and siding ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Coming up, a Dane County judge rules there is no abortion ban in Wisconsin. News 3 Now unwraps this major legal decision. Then Governor Evers responds to accusations of lying during closed-door negotiations. That story next at 5.
5 years after a horrific explosion, Sun Prairie rebuilds while honoring a fallen firefighter.
He was just an amazing guy.
Armand Rahman shows you how the city is healing to make Sun Prairie stronger. Monday on News 3 Now at 6.
Yeah, we'll have a period of light rain come through the area this evening, followed by some scattered showers throughout the night. Not an all-night rain, definitely something to keep an umbrella handy, but it should be too bad as we get down into the lower 60s after midnight. Those rain chances will continue tomorrow, off and on cloud cover in the afternoon, but still around 80 degrees, should be really refreshing. We'll see those rain chances actually start to increase once we get to next week. We're looking at maybe a Tuesday through Thursday right now. That could be beneficial rain coming with a pattern change potentially, and that reflects on the 10-day with really the only hottest day will be probably Monday at 90 degrees.
All right, thank you, Greg. Monday on Live at 4, film critic Will Loper checks out the latest big screen offering.
And we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and the brand new Alfa Romeo Tonale, a compact SUV. That's coming up Monday on Live at 4.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
This or that, this or that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this when you Angie that. You can do this because Angie's where it's at.
Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Get started today at Angie.com.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Talk to myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Get 40% off new windows during Champion's 70th anniversary sale. Plus, pay nothing for 18 months. And don't miss your chance to win our $70,000 home makeover. Enter online today. Call or schedule your free estimate online 24/7 at getchampionwindows.com.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Vampires, wolves, and a shrew. Oh my.
All part of a very strange edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, a shrew birthday bash,
a record-setting tongue,
and vampire deer.
But first, a male Mexican wolf pup at the Brookfield Zoo has been named Atote, which is of Native American Hopi origin and means restless one. Atote was one of 7 pups born at the zoo this spring. His 6 siblings were transferred last month to be fostered by wild Mexican wolf packs in southeast Arizona and southwest New Mexico as part of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's Mexican Wolf Recovery Program. Mexican wolves are the rarest subspecies of gray wolves in North America and were added to the endangered species list in May 1976. Thanks to the Wolf Recovery Program, the wild population has more than doubled since 2017.
Now, these might be the cutest vampires you've ever seen. These are vampire deer, 4 of them just 3 weeks old, being cared for at the Whipsnade Zoo in the UK. The species is called vampire because it has a set of sharp fangs. The babies, all females, measured less than 5 inches at birth and weighed about 14 ounces, about the same as a can of soda. They've doubled in size since then. They're actually called Chinese water deer and are considered a threatened species.
An adorable tree shrew at the San Antonio Zoo was given a special birthday celebration. The fast-moving mammal, whose name is Percy, turned 3 and got to celebrate with a personalized box filled with snacks. He got a little rambunctious and then kinda knocked the whole thing over. Percy's no stranger to the spotlight. Last year, a video of him trying to eat peanut butter for the first time went viral.
Meet Rocky. His owners always knew he had an abnormally long tongue. Crystal Williams didn't know there was a world record for the longest tongue on a living dog until she saw the previous record holder on a TV special. Crystal went through all the paperwork for the Guinness record. Months later, Guinness accepted the application. Now it was time to measure Rocky's tongue. It was also time for Rocky's vet to step in. He put Rocky under anesthesia and gently measured his tongue from the end of his nose to the tip of his tongue.
It was 140 millimeters. I mean, it's long.
Which translates to just under 5.5 inches. A new world record. Congrats, Rocky.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
You want him slobbering all over you, would you?
Get whiplash from that.
Our power's back on. Woo. All right, that's our time for now.